I want to start today with a question, not a comfortable one, a real one. What if the biggest mistake of your life isn't something you did, but something you didn't do? Not the risks you took, not the times you failed, not the wrong turns. Those can be fixed. You can recover from a bad decision. You can course correct. You can start over. But there's one thing you can't fix, and that's a road you never took. Because once the moment is gone, it's gone. And time, as good as it is at healing most things, cannot touch that. Time can soften grief, it can ease pain, but it cannot give you back a chance you let slip through your fingers while you were busy being afraid. That's what we'll talk about today. We've all been told that time heals everything, and mostly that's true. Time heals heartbreak, it heals loss, it heals the embarrassment of your worst moments. But there's one kind of wound that actually gets worse with time, not better, and that's the wound of inaction. The conversation you never had, the business you never started, the person you never told how you felt, the move you never made because you kept waiting for the right moment. At first, it just stings a little. You move on. You tell yourself maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe the opportunity will come back around. But it doesn't always come back. And 5 years later, 10 years later, it's not a sting anymore. It's a permanent ache. A question that lives in the back of your mind. What if I just done it? That's not a small thing to carry. And most people are carrying it right now without even realizing it. Here's something that sounds counterintuitive, but is deeply true. And research actually backs this up. People regret the things they didn't do far more than the things they did. Think about it. When you take a risk and it doesn't work out, what do? You adapt. You learn. You find another way. Even your worst decisions become part of your story. They shape you. They teach you. They give you something to build on. But when you don't take the risk, there's nothing to learn from. There's no lesson. There's no adaptation. There's just silence. And in that silence, your imagination fills in the worst possible version of what could have been. Regret isn't built from the risks you took. It's built from the risks you didn't. The comfort of playing it safe has a cost that doesn't show up until later. You won't remember the safety of that moment. You won't look back and think, I'm so glad I stayed small. Nobody thinks that. Nobody ever says, I'm proud of myself for not trying. What you will remember 20, 30 years from now is who you were when the chance was right in front of you, whether you moved or whether you let it pass. Let's talk about the thing that keeps most people stuck. Because I think this is where the real conversation needs to happen. The perfect moment is a myth. You've been waiting for it. You know you have. Waiting until you feel ready. Until the timing is better. Until you have more money, more confidence, more certainty. Until the fear goes away. But here's the hard truth. The fear doesn't go away first. Clarity doesn't come before action. Confidence isn't built in your head. It's built in motion. The people you admire most, the ones who built something, said something, became something, they weren't ready either. They were scared too. They also had reasons to wait. They just chose to move anyway. And the words you didn't say because you weren't ready, the step you didn't take because the timing wasn't perfect? Those are not wise decisions. That's fear dressed up in practical clothing. That's doubt pretending to be patience. Don't confuse the two. 20 years from now, you are going to look back at this season of your life. And the question isn't going to be whether you played it safe. The question is going to be, what did you do when the chance was still there? Did you reach for it, or did you watch it leave? Because you can fix a wrong turn. You can recover from failure. You can rebuild after a bad bet. But you cannot go back to a moment that has already passed and do it differently. That door closes. And when it closes for good. So whatever it is, the conversation, the lip, the thing you keep putting off, stop waiting for perfect. Stop waiting for ready. Stop waiting for fear to give you permission. Fear was never going to give you permission. That's not its job. Your job is to move anyway. Don't let the biggest regret of your life be a chance that was right there, and a version of you that was too afraid to take it. And remember, becoming limitless means choosing the discomfort of trying over the slow ache of never knowing. Until next time, thank you.